Hey, what's up, Daniel?
Hey Daniel, how's it going?
We got your email, and we just wanted to go through it and answer some of your questions. Want to thank you for being so detailed. We don't normally do this. We have a lot of customers that we want to take care of, but you're clearly very committed, and we appreciate all the questions that you've been asking. So we're going to answer a lot of questions here. But in the future, we just want to make sure that this course is working for you, and we want to stick to our email formula, or in Brad's Bing class, his Bing formula. But we want to help you kind of put the pieces together here because you've got a lot going on. So we're just going to go through your questions real quick and help you in your journey. So first, you want to choose a niche that you can test with Bing ads, or that you can later test with Bing ads after you've used the free traffic methods. And you're saying the traffic source will be dependent on the chosen niche. You're leaning towards search engine or YouTube or Reddit or Quora or Forums or Pinterest. We've covered most of those in the course, by the way, if you haven't had a chance to look. We shot some very in-depth tutorials on each one. My advice there is you're already trying to do too much. You're going to get overwhelmed. Pick one source of traffic to start and work on it for a couple weeks. And I know it's hard to get not to get distracted with so much going on and so much that you want to do. And seriously, don't get us wrong. We love your ambition. We love how much you want to do. But we've been in your shoes a few years prior, and we found that it was a mistake to try and do too much at once. You hamstring yourself with how much you could do if you focused on one thing. And it looks like you're examining a lot of different niches and a lot of different offers, which is great. But the truth is, almost any niche or offer that you pick is going to work if you focus enough to make it work. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's exactly what I learned this year, Daniel. I'm the same way. I want to promote, anything and everything. I've brainstormed. I've written out, different offers that I thought could work. And what I learned this year, I bought Dan Brock's courses. You mentioned him later. I bought his SEO course. I bought his YouTube course. I was like, I want to do SEO. And then I want to do YouTube. And then I bought Alex Becker's courses. I started buying courses like crazy. And, I thought, one of them would give me the answer. But the thing is, they all are the answer. Like every single one of the courses I bought, when I actually did what they said, they worked. Like Dan Brock's course, I started getting SEO traffic. I made some Amazon affiliate sales. But here's the thing, something that you may recognize in yourself as well. It hits a point where it gets boring. It's not fun anymore. Like I hit a point with Dan Brock's system where it was like, oh, now all I have to do is write blog articles every day. And that's the thing that I was struggling with. And it led me to kind of get stuck for a really long time. Because it's really fun to keep buying courses. It's really fun to keep trying new tactics and get excited about stuff. And it's really fun to plan out all these things. But the people that make a lot of money, the people that are really successful, are the people who just sit down and do it. And that's what I started doing, which wasn't easy for me because I'm very similar. Like I have lots of ideas. I have lots of ambition. I love to, try new things. I love to learn new things. I want to be like a super affiliate, same as you. And, I found one thing that kind of worked. And once it started working, I still did the same thing and I jumped to more stuff. And then I was like, this is why nothing's really taking off for me, because every time something starts to work, I leave it. Mm-hmm. So I just totally understand where you're coming from here. And I know you have lots of good ideas, but what I realized as well is that the ideas don't mean that much. I mean,
yeah, Well, I've been in a similar boat. I don't do as much affiliate stuff or paid traffic as Brad. I'm doing the email marketing. But one thing I had to learn was, when people talk about how you have to lean into your discomfort and push past your comfort zone and grow into that. I always thought that was about pushing yourself out there and being on video and being real scared. But a lot of what's actually brought both of us success, the discomfort, like you said, is actually just willingness to sit through being bored and focus on something repetitively that's not that exciting when everyone else is out having fun. By the way, we don't want to project our stuff onto you. We just want to share.
It's fair.
You may not be there. You may be totally different. We're just seeing a little bit of ourselves in you and your questions. And I know that there's a lot of other people in our program, especially in the affiliate world, that have similar. We've all been on the similar path. So, to answer your question, and you've asked us both a lot, like what niche should I pick? There is no certainty, but the best way that you can make any niche work is to just commit. And in order to commit, you have to give up all the other things for now.
Yeah.
That's the sacrifice, is you can't do it all at once. You can absolutely do all of your ideas in your lifetime, but you can't do them all at once. Speaking of which, it sounds like you have a cool MMO marketing brand. You know, the more you tell us about that, the more we want to tell you. Just why don't you just do that? You're clearly into marketing like us. But that's the first answer to your first question is, you know, it's not really a question. You're just telling us where you're at. But, you know, you've got a lot going on. You got to pick something. 2, you're wondering if creating faceless YouTube channels would work to collect leads, similar to what Dan Brock teaches. Or is this not suggested due to the time spent growing the channel? And if so, would this come second in your method? I like the idea of YouTube. I want to learn this platform anyways for my brand. My answer to that is hell yeah, do it.
I actually made, I think it's a 50-minute long video in our module 2 of the email ignition formula about how to start a YouTube channel. Now, it's not fully comprehensive. We'll probably make another product just about YouTube because we both really like it.
We both really like it. We've done it a lot.
And here we are, you know, telling you about a new traffic source. But the you know, I did outline the best things that we've learned. We do love YouTube. It is a great thing. But again, here you're just asking for another thing. You're asking, you know, another idea. And I looked at your website. It looks amazing. Like I told you when I first started chatting with you, Click Rebels sounds awesome. I love the brand. That is just as good as, you know, the Nomad Brad or Rebel Fortune or whatever. I love that name. I loved your designs and everything. You know, I could tell where you're going with that. You just need to like learn the brass tacks of how YouTube works, and you could. I think more than like any of this other stuff, you're just passionate about marketing.
So that's awesome.
Yeah.
But if you weren't doing a marketing niche, like if you were trying to do what you got down here, yoga, weight loss, core strength, back pain, you can absolutely do a faceless video. I think I told you this over Messenger, but tons of affiliates do like a PowerPoint style video, or usually they might even write a script. Like if you had all the money in the world and you just wanted to test this, you'd pay a copywriter to write a 5-minute video, you'd pay someone else to make it into a video, and you pay a voice actor to do the voice. There are people that do that. So whatever your version of that is, it totally works. If you hit the right keywords and the right headline and the right message, plenty of people doing that on YouTube.
But
and
same thing, you got to pick one.
But then like pick that and get good at it.
I've been through Dan Brock's course. I mean, I'm in it now. Like he uses me as one of his testimonials right now because it's worked really well for me. And you know, when I started the course, I did the same thing. I was like, oh, I could be in. You know, he talks about wart removal. Like I could be in this niche, weight loss, blah 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 blah. But it turns out, you know, picking one niche and keep making videos was how I was able to really grow a list. And it, you know, if I would have picked yoga weight loss, then I could have made that one work. Like if I was like, all right, I'm just gonna fucking figure this out, yoga weight loss, make a YouTube channel all about yoga weight loss, and it would have worked.
Yeah. You know the one intangible thing too? We've all had this problem of like, what niche should I commit to? There's one intangible thing, which is which one could you see yourself sitting there and doing for a while? If you hate yoga, like don't pick it. You know, if you're picking it only for the data reasons, like it's smart to pick something you think is going to work. But also, like, is there any interest at all that you could sit through the phase where it's going to get boring? You know, it'll be boring before you start to see real money come in. That's like a rite of passage we all have to go through. So knowing that, which one would you be willing to sit through? Because a lot of people in your boat, a lot of people that want to do affiliate marketing bounce around from niche to niche and they give up before they see it work because their expectation is it's supposed to happen overnight or really fast, and they're not willing to sit through the period that successful people can ride out. And so maybe you don't have to like the niche, but just know that that's a thing. And now this one's, and also know that we both love YouTube and it totally works. It's a great free traffic method.
It's a little more advanced. I'm assuming most of the people that go through our email ignition formula aren't going to be like chomping at the bit to do that method. That's why we had the simplified YouTube method as well. But if they actually do it, it's amazing.
Yeah, and what you can do is look at other YouTube channels in yoga, strength training, back pain, see what they're doing, and even just start commenting on their videos. Let's see. You've created a niche validation spreadsheet. I looked through the spreadsheet, very detailed, for niche sites with SEO, and you want to stack so it's like a niche blog, like an SEO blog, I think that you were saying. You wanted to stack them with email marketing and social accounts. So that's a lot.
I'm curious, are these spreadsheets of niche sites that are already working or things that you could theoretically create?
Yes.
Because about 3 or 4, theoretically?
I don't know.
Oh,
yeah.
Because about 3 or 4 years ago, when I first started learning about a little bit about SEO, I created the same thing. I created these like really detailed, spreadsheets with like my plan and everything. Then I'm gonna do like Pinterest, and then I'm gonna Tumblr, and blah blah blah. And that never made me any money at all. It was like, leveling up my skills and picking one thing that really started to make me money. Mm-hmm. So I'm just curious. I don't know. You might be like an SEO ninja who, builds out SEO sites, and you have niche validation spreadsheets.
Right. So yeah, the validation part. Have you actually validated, or is this like how you would validate it if you were to commit? I wasn't clear on that part. And then let's see. You want to stack the sites with email marketing and social accounts. I would be very wary of starting a lot of social accounts for something that you don't know if it's going to work yet. Email is a great way to validate something. The way I would do it, if you've already got an SEO site and that's a great traffic is coming to the site, you want to make it there. You want to use an opt-in, like we've explained in the course. Exit pops would work really well, or exit intent things that would work really well on a blog. And you want to drive traffic. If you've already got sites that are working, I would try to drive traffic to an opt-in that you've designed. Collect their email, run them through like 7 days. We just did before we made this video for you, we just did a whole masterclass on writing emails, on templates, on all that stuff. So I would just line up 7 emails in a sequence and start putting traffic through it and seeing how it works. I would definitely not start social accounts until I knew that it was worth it. Because the more things that you start, the less effective you're going to be at each one. We've had to learn that the hard way a lot. Let's see.
And if these are already getting traffic, you're playing a different game altogether. Then it's just like, how many leads can you get? How fast can you grow this blog? If these are all theoretical sites that haven't been built yet, then once again, we're back to pick one. Pick one topic to create a really good blog until it's getting consistent traffic.
It said, I would like you to help in choosing the best niche or offer that would lend itself to Bing in the near future.
Okay.
So are there any of these specific to Bing, or could they all work?
I don't know what core strength training is, but probably all 3 of those seem like really good for search traffic. And, again, I don't know what core strength training, if that's a keyword that people search for, but there might be like, how do you call it? Ancillary keywords around core strength training, like how to get bigger biceps or something, or I don't know what core strength training. But yeah, yoga is a big thing. Yoga for weight loss. I know you're picking that because there's a ClickBank product that's yoga for weight loss. So you'll have to find a way to pivot the yoga people into weight loss, or the weight loss people into yoga. Either way.
So I already don't like that. Because if you have to take them from one thing and make them think another thing, it's already more work to do the marketing.
It is a very successful product, so it converts.
Okay. But do you know if it converts from search traffic?
I do not. My guess is you can make it work somehow, right. but good insight. Yeah.
Right. Like if you have to take someone that wants yoga and convince them they want weight loss, that's not good. If there's already search traffic for weight loss with yoga, that's good. You never want to try to change someone's mind. Core strength, same thing. If there's search traffic for it, people are looking for that. Cool. Back pain, yeah, I'm sure people are looking for that.
There's tons of traffic for that.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can make that work.
Anything that involves pain, people are looking for a solution, and they need it.
So these are all, pretty good. They're all just like health, but again, we've mentioned make money online and yoga and back pain and core strength. Like, are you passionate about these things? And that doesn't necessarily matter. I understand super affiliates. They don't They're not always
Right.
passionate about their niches.
You're passionate about the system that you're creating.
Yeah, exactly. You're passionate about marketing.
Yeah. So he already for the A niche, he's already built out a website for yoga.
Tried sending Bing.
Tried sending Bing ads to an opt-in funnel that I made and a piece of PLR for the lead magnet. I don't know. I've never done that. That's definitely a shortcut. It may be better if you use our system for creating an opt-in. You might see a lot better results. I gave up on this idea as I did not know what I was doing and got confused. Fair enough.
Yeah,
We've
fair
all
enough.
been there. So
I've definitely done all of this before.
if you were going to go back to this, you've already got a site. You said you tried sending Bing ads to an opt-in funnel that you made. Did you get results at all? You know, like what were you using? What keywords were you targeting with Bing ads? I know that you just got your Bing ads program, right? So like maybe the best niche to pick is the one where you already built a site and got some results. Try it. You know, that'll save you some time. If you did core strength or back pain, you'd have to redo the whole process and
Right.
build a new thing. Maybe you've already got half a site here. You might, you're halfway there already. Just go with that. And if it doesn't work, you'll know sooner.
Okay, so now let's say we cut away all the other options and we only focus on yoga, and specifically your kind of goal here is to sell this yoga for weight loss thing. Right?
Are there other products besides that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure there are somewhere, maybe not on ClickBank, but
Right.
there would be somewhere.
I think you've got everything in your spreadsheets here too. We didn't want to get too bogged down with every spreadsheet, but I definitely looked over them. You have a ton of good research. You definitely just want to condense that into a plan.
So let's assume, though, that you cut out all the other options and you're like, all right, I'm going to get this yoga thing down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, going back to everything that you've learned from, email ignition formula, like step one, create a great opt-in that really responds to that. So if your results were you're getting a 10% opt-in rate from people on Bing, well, go into the yoga Facebook groups and figure out what are they always talking about. Mm-hmm. Maybe there's Facebook groups for yoga for weight loss. Go into there and see like, hey, has anybody tried yoga for weight loss? Or go on forums. Look for that keyword. What pops up? Something I teach in the Bing thing is like, go on Bing and see what other people are doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's called ad hacking. If you haven't been through it yet.
I don't know the yoga niche, but I know that there are very big products that are sold, like physical products, e-commerce stuff. There's a lot of brands. Maybe you could try selling Amazon stuff. I don't know. You have to figure out what that niche likes to buy. So this is part of the process of like, I'm going to commit to yoga. I need them to tell me what's hot in yoga. What do they want to spend? What are they already spending money on? And how do I align with it? But if you already have a site and a funnel, I would definitely start there, unless for some reason you just despise and hate yoga. But I don't think he's the type that really needs to be passionate about something. I think you just want a system that's going to work.
Yeah.
So the system is you've already got a site set up. You've already got half of it built. That's part of a system. The rest would be how do you start testing different offers and validating, do they like this? And that's just market research. What are they already buying? What are other yoga people in that niche selling? Who else is building a list? Like what other person has built a yoga body website that's collecting emails that looks like they're doing it right? Get on their list and see what they're doing. It's not an overnight, like you'll definitely make it work thing, but this is how you learn how to really master it and focus.
And then you can increase the number of people on your list, and when your list is big enough, then they'll buy all this stuff. They'll buy e-commerce stuff. They'll buy info products.
And you don't have to be Daniel. You could make up a name. It doesn't matter. So that's the creative side. And data-driven on the above. I still don't know, like, are you running Bing ads to this, or are you trying to do free traffic? I would definitely pick one. It sounded like you said free traffic, then Bing ads.
Which I've done.
I don't know.
I started doing Dan Brock's system for free traffic, and then I was like, fuck this, I'm going to start sending Bing ads.
Right.
So
So
that's fine.
choose one. Here's the thing, though. We're trying to answer all your questions, but as we're answering them, I'm starting to realize there's really no way to predict everything that's going to happen for your business model or what you're trying to do. There's no way to answer all your questions before you've done anything. So the best way that we could help you is at each stage of your journey, like take some action, really dive in and make it, get some feedback.
Yep.
Because
get results.
there is no way we can give you a whole plan because the plan involves getting feedback at every stage.
It always changes.
And it always changes. So whatever you plan now, it won't end up looking like that as the end result because you need feedback from your market. That's the most important thing. Any marketing course will tell you, any good marketing course will tell you it's about your market. And so as much as we can probably tell you right now, it is what's the fastest way that you can go get some real results?
Yep.
And then come back to us and say, these are my results. What should I do next? That's probably the best way we could actually help you.
Yep.
Because there's only so much we can pontificate and sort of project and talk about before we realize that there's a million different paths you could go.
Yep.
And you need results to determine what's the next step that you can take. So if you want to do the email formula, it's going to involve having a site, building a list, using any method to build the list that we've outlined, and testing offers till you get it. So go with the yoga niche. Why not? It's definitely a niche. It definitely works. If not, we both thought before we got on this video, like the dude loves making money online stuff. He loves talking about marketing. Be in that niche.
Yeah.
Why not? You know, that's clearly what you like talking about.
Maybe you're missing the obvious answer right in front of you.
Like missing the
That's kind of what I got.
The trees.
Like I was worried about, how do I sell wart removal stuff when really I should just be talking about marketing because that's what I do every single day and I think about and obsess about.
And I did look at your SOP and the funnel and everything, and it's definitely good, but the one thing you're missing is don't build a whole thing before you have results because it will change. The results that you get will definitely change. So that's why we try to lay out a formula for list building where first you research your market, then you make an opt-in, because you won't really know what emails to send them until you have seen who they are and figured out how to capture their attention first. Those are there's an order that things need to happen, and you can't plan out the whole thing until you do step one. I hope that makes sense. Not knocking your plan, but I'm just saying the operating procedure that you've laid out will change based on results. It always does.
The best laid plans of mice and men.
Yeah.
If you know that quote. It's real in business.
Yeah.
You make plans and then you try it, and sometimes plans go as you thought, and then sometimes they're slightly different. Sometimes they're totally different.
Marketplaces are brutal. They only want what they want.
Yep.
And so every plan has to take into account getting feedback at each step.
Yep.
So that's the one thing that you haven't accounted for, just saying. The offer I'm promoting on this website in the funnel is Yoga Burn. That's why I'm asking about setting up fake profiles, pages. Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
You can be a persona. It doesn't matter. Just get a picture of... I don't know this for a fact, but I'm guessing Yoga Burn is mostly targeted for women.
Yes.
So just find that's the avatar. Like get a picture of a woman who is that avatar, make up a name. Just doesn't matter. Another reason I think I will gravitate to alternative free traffic methods. Okay. So you're ready to rock. You need to push in the right direction. I will only start with one niche first in a non-MMO space.
Okay.
You want to grow the Click Rebels channel organically.
You just said two different things in one sentence.
I know.
You said I'm going to start with a non-MMO and then grow the other thing organically. Which one are you going to do?
Mm-hmm. Figure out my funnel, affiliate products. Well, we've also been in the position where you need to do something that makes money. So
Word.
I would love to drop my dating business because I hate it, but I'm still doing it because it's paying the bills so that I can create this.
That's true.
That's fair enough.
Okay. Now I understand.
Yeah. But ultimately, the best plan is going to be to focus on one niche and one plan. That's where your focus and energy will produce the greatest results.
Yeah.
If you have to do too many things at once, you're just dispersing your talents.
Yep.
And they're less effective. That's something we've had to learn the very hard way. And then use your training to piece it all together after I get some experience. I want to be Brad, but the less nomadic version with short hair.
It sounds like you're kind of...
Honestly, as you wrote this email, it sounds like you've convinced yourself of what we just said. Pick the yoga niche.
Yeah,
do it. You've already got half a website. You've already got research. Go in, do the yoga thing. If you don't want to be Daniel the yoga guy, then be Danielle. Danielle.
Yeah.
Just make it up. It's not that big of a deal. They don't really care who Danielle is. They care about the message in the beginning.
I like this next sentence because you ended it with "and make a system." Like the system is going to be so much more fun when it's actually getting results.
Yeah, that's
Again,
what we want for you, is just to start seeing some real results.
Then you can start building a system to optimize it, because I think that stage you're going to really shine once you start seeing, like, okay, what I did is getting 100 clicks a day from search traffic, or, you know, I'm getting 10 leads a day. So how do I get that to 100? Let me build a system for that. How do I hire this out to, you know, people in the Philippines so that I don't have to go post on Quora or whatever? I can, you know, that's the system you want to build, but you got to start with some results.
Yep. So I think you're on the right track. I think you should pick the yoga niche. You should use the free traffic methods, the site that you already have. Go through the course we did on building an opt-in, and that's going to take the avatar research to the next level, where you figure out how to attract someone who's the avatar for Yoga Burn, and how do I attract them with the proper opt-in that's very specific and targeted. You start building a list. You already have an offer to sell, which is awesome. They should come with email swipes. We just did a whole course tonight on how to write emails, or how to take apart a swipe and an offer and write your own emails. Start there. Run a sequence for like 10 days. Just pump traffic through that. The data will start to tell you what to change next.
Yeah.
There's no way I could tell you the best 10 emails to put. I can tell you 10 emails to try. We gave you guys a lot of templates tonight in this module of the course. There's a lot of emails to put up. But you won't know the best ones until your list starts reading them and going through, and then you'll see the data, and it will say, oh, actually day 5 gets the best open rate. I should put that in the front. Clearly there's something to that one. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to learn from them. They're going to tell you. So pick the yoga niche. Do your free traffic thing. Create a good opt-in. I would not use a PLR thing for an opt-in unless it's specifically good and targeted.
Well, I would say, actually, yeah. Knowing like Connor's method for just like the 2-paragraph or 1-paragraph method that we talk about in one of the modules, I would just go with that. I've done PLR as well, and I can't find a single one that I actually think is worth a damn.
I was gonna say, like, it's not that they don't exist. You probably could find something that would work, but the amount of time it would take to find a good PLR thing for a good opt-in, you could just make it yourself.
Yeah,
you know,
like. And they're violating the rule that we've learned, and maybe this wasn't true 10 years ago, but now it is, that people just want their question answered really quickly. Yeah. And an ebook just doesn't answer it that quickly anymore.
No.
So
it's actually...
I think you can do way better than a PLR, way faster and way easier.
Yeah,
by just writing 2 paragraphs.
Yeah, or making a quick list, you know? Maybe a good opt-in for them is like the top 5 accessories every yoga girl needs, you know? Click here on Amazon.
We don't know.
These things. I don't know.
Because we haven't done the avatar thing.
Right. So just follow the plan. Dive into the avatar research. Just fill out that worksheet. It's definitely working for a lot of other people that are doing it right now. Then watch the course on making a good opt-in, because that's going to help you attract the exact person that's going to buy Yoga Burn. Yep. The whole marketing plan is just finding where they are, and you already have the offer, so you're going to connect the dots. And so you need an opt-in, and then watch the next portion on what emails they want to read, and just crank through traffic. And if you do Bing ads, you can do it faster, but if you do in the free traffic, that'll work too.
I'll also add, since you did just join Bing Ads Bootcamp, thank you very much, really excited. There's a section, one of the live classes is on research, and I actually show you kind of like how to reverse engineer the keywords that work for particular offers.
Nice.
So you can look at the keywords that work for this offer, and there's a couple of techniques in there that will really help with this. Will really help with what keywords to target to start out with, and also just like what your opt-in should look like. And I like this niche for another reason, because you can go to Google. Again, we can never, and you know, we just have to say this to everybody, we can never guarantee any results at all. Like, we're giving you our best, you know, advice based on the information you've given us, but we can never say that like this is definitely going to work. But we really like it. It's a good niche. It's a good idea. It's a converting product. You know that, because it's pretty high on ClickBank. And
if you spent a day researching and you found other people that are selling that offer and tried to look at what they were doing, you'd be so far ahead of where you are now.
Which is in the Bing course.
Yep. So that'll tell you a lot. But yeah, I hope you found this valuable.
Yeah.
We're just trying to answer as much that we can from what you've given us, without promising you something that we can't guarantee, obviously. But we really appreciate your enthusiasm. Thanks so much for the questions. And I'll end with this, because we don't usually do like personal one-off videos to help people, but we thought this might help you. But if you want to send us another email and ask a lot of questions, you need to come with having taken our advice and put it into action and actually gotten some results first. We can't keep giving you advice on stuff if you haven't done anything. So but the next time that you want our help, we'll be glad to help you, but you got to come to the table saying, I tried this stuff. This is what happened. Now what do I do next? Because that's the only way we can actually help you, is with some results on the table. So I hope you've got a plan. Put it into action, man.
Thanks, man. We love your enthusiasm. Love that you're part of the community. And we'll talk to you soon.
We'll talk to you soon.